I have been thinking a lot about Marvel movies recently and their decline, but all thanks to James and a squad of misfits to bring back the old Marvel charm. But will this last? Guardians of Galaxy Volume 3 works. In terms of writing, this movie really feels like it isn't written by an AI. What James started off in 2014 came to a conclusion with his third installment in the franchise. I got a chance to watch this movie yesterday and it made me happy for Marvel and even somewhat sad. Happy because Marvel really allowed James to go with his vision in this movie and it never felt like a fan service. And sad because James is gone. This movie being his last one with Marvel Studios really made me think how much James valued the characters he brought to the big screen. The screenplay is very well written, and I'm saying this in terms of previous Marvel films, where nothing worked apparently and the studio kept on making last minute changes. The main hero of this film were the characters, unlike what we have seen before. James takes absolute care in treating the characters well. The only thing that bothered me was this movie could have grossed more during the initial days, but the failure of previous films could not hype this one. The Guardians of Galaxy are leading a happy life on planet Knowhere, until Adam, created by the Golden High Priestess of Sovereign, attacks them as a part of High Evolutionary's revenge. Rocket is severely injured during the fight, and his friends embark on a mission to save his life from High Evolutionary, who created the talking raccoon. Why did High Evolutionary attack Rocket and his team? Did the Guardians of the Galaxy succeed in protecting Rocket's life? Is saving Rocket the only mission of the team? The movie has all the answers. The story was perfect to complete Rocket's full circle, but in my opinion, there could have been more things that could have been explored, like Peter being drunk at the start of the film. I would have loved to see a glimpse into his life, of what has happened. I know you guys must be thinking Gamora, but it has been years, right? The climax really made me think of Love and Thunder, cause children, main antagonist and a big CGI fight, but what James did here, I really hope Taika at least tried in Love and Thunder. Like everyone on the internet expected someone to die. No one did. That really felt amazing, and I think this is what good writing is. You don't need to kill off characters just to make the audience feel something. But if you make the stories personal and relatable, the viewers will stay engaged. Volume 1 was something related to Peter's mother. Volume 2 was about his father. I was thinking Volume 3 would be about family after watching the trailers, but it really is about the families we choose. From Volume 1 we come across a team that doesn't always work the best together, but till the third volume they are the best when working together. There's this scene in the movie where Peter is about to die, but Adam Warlock comes to help him. This scene is so well shot by James and gives a homage to the creation of Adam by Michelangelo, and also gives us a deeper meaning in the character development of Adam and how saving Peter has changed and created the new Adam Warlock. There's the hallway fight scene that is so well choreographed. Each character has their own fighting style that was maintained throughout the scene. After Love and Thunder and Quantumania's bad CGI, I was sure that this movie too would have a few scenes where they miss out on it. But I saw Gunn's post on Instagram and wow, it really made me happy for the CGI supervision that's happening for this film. Overall, everything felt good in terms of CG. The thing that surprised me the most was this being a Marvel non-R-rated movie really went in with some gore scenes. A few scenes of Rocket's surgery and the unmasked High Evolutionary were some things I never expected the studio to show on big screens. That's why I love the trust Marvel had in James Gunn's vision in terms of his misfit characters. This is just some theory I want to say out on the internet. Why don't Marvel Studios just say that High Evolutionary is a variant of Kang? Cause he was more believable and threatening than Kang in Quantumania. Overall, Guardians of Galaxy Volume 3 is a superhero film filled with more emotions than actions. James Gunn delivers a fine farewell to the series. The only concern that remains now is how successful would Marvel be in writing these characters for future projects. Cause I'm not in high hopes of another Guardians movie until the next phase. We might just see a few characters in some of the big events that will happen, namely Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. At the time of recording the script, Peter just announced that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the best animal rights film of the year. What are your thoughts on the theory mentioned before? And let me know down below what will happen to the Guardians after James is gone. If you like the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.